TV English, the solution for humanity.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome back to our program. May Allah reward all of you for your time, for your patience with us. And may the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala penetrate into our heart and make us act upon the knowledge that we have acquired. Ameen, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, we are still focusing on the importance of the Ummah development. Now, when you want to develop the Ummah, you are focusing on their character building. Now, without a good character, the Ummah will fail. Every nation will only be honored, be respected because of their good character. If you don't have a good character, you can have all the wealth with you, all the power with you, but you don't get respect from the people. People will not love you because of your money, because of your power. People love you, respect you because of your noble character. Now, we have discussed about the importance of ikhlas earlier. Now, after ikhlas, the second noble character in Islam, according to our Prophet ﷺ, is you should be fair and be just. To yourself, of course, first, to your family, and to everybody. Justice is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasized in the Quran many, many times. Even every Jum'ah, you will, insha'Allah, hear khutbah from the Khatib. In the second khutbah, they will quote this ayah, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُ بِالْعَدْلِ وَالْإِحْسَانِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُ بِالْعَدْلِ وَالْإِحْسَانِ is trying to remind us every Jum'ah. That means we Muslim, alhamdulillah, was reminded by our Imam, our Khatib, almost every week, that Allah commands all of us to be just, to be fair, and also to follow up fairness and justice with ihsan. Ihsan is higher. Ihsan is better than al-adl or al-qist. Why? Because ihsan is more than that. Adl means to be fair. To be fair, the Prophet ﷺ said, is not that it should be the same. It's like when Allah created male and female, Allah is fair, but they are not same. They have different role, but Allah will give them their reward fairly. Only their way of doing things may differ. It's part of Allah's mercy, of course. Now, when we talk about ikhlas, fairness, it's something abstract. You don't even know sometimes. You don't even know what is justice. You thought justice is something that pleases you or that is justice, fair. It's fair to you. No. Now, justice is something that is good for you and it is also good for other people. Because justice is not just for one part. It must be for everybody. Justice for all, as all know justice for all. That's how it goes. Justice has nothing to do with who you are or whether you are rich or poor. It is for everybody. But in this hadith, what the Prophet is trying to tell us is, we must make sure if we are a leader, if we are the father, or we are the judge, or we are the employer, when we want to pass any judgment, we must make sure that at that point of time, we are having a sound mind. We are having some kind of peace in our heart. Why? Because the Prophet said, you must show justice and fairness when you like somebody or you hate somebody. In good mood or bad mood. In good time or bad time, justice is justice. Justice has nothing to do with the environment. The environment may change, your mood may change, but justice stays by itself. It do not change. It don't go according to our mood. And that's why the Prophet said, you must be fair and just, whether when you are angry or whether you are not angry, whether you're in a good mood or in a bad mood. Normally when you're in a good mood, it's easy for us to be fair to people because you don't have any bad feeling towards anybody at that time. You are okay, you are normal. But when you are having some problem, some bad feeling or bad mood, now Allah is testing us. Now, when you are in bad mood, example, when you don't like somebody, sometimes the people say, I need you to help me to meet this person and to clear the matter between me and him. But now you don't like that person. And now somebody is asking you to be the middle person. So it's not easy until you really know how to control yourself and ask Allah to guide you. Based on our feeling, brothers and sisters, normally we fail. Normally we fail. We tend to take side because when you start to have a mindset before any kind of discussion between two persons, you cannot be the judge anymore. You cannot be fair. Because before you engage in any kind of discussion, you have a mindset already. A judge is a person who do not allow anything to corrupt him before he make a verdict. This is very important. Whether the person is your close friend before, whether the person used to give you a lot of donation, whether the person is your close family, but justice stand for everybody. At any point of time, when we are called to help, to negotiate, to rectify a conflict between two persons, you must really make sure you are ready for it. You must have that fairness in you. Because people can feel. People can feel. How people can feel? Example, you like this person and you don't like this person. Now you are going to be the middle person. Now you give more time for this person to talk and you will not give time for other party to talk because you are biased now. And sometimes it's very difficult to be the middle person if you don't take the initiative to have a feeling that this is an amanah from Allah to me. If somebody come and report about someone and they want me to rectify or to solve their problem, normally being human, the first who approach you with whatever reason, whatever they say, you tend to have sympathy with them. Especially both are people that you know, and in the same time, there's someone who are kind to you more than the other party, more helpful to you than the other party. They'll come to ask for your help, they complain about the other party, or the team B, you are from the team A. But you, as a believer, brother and sister, you must be very careful. They can come to you, they can be good to you. But if you are not careful, one day it may backfire again. So you must make sure that you ask a verdict fair and square. So you must be able to listen from both parties. If you give part A 10 minutes to talk, you must give the same time to B 10 minutes to talk. If they want to 10 minutes, if they say enough for 5 minutes, that's also justice. It's fair. Because they don't need to prolong the discussion. They just want to go straight to the point. Where the first party who's trying to accuse another person used to have more explanation to do. But the person who has been accused, maybe there's nothing because it's just some misunderstanding. And because they don't meet and sit down and discuss the matter with an open heart, and then they are passing judgment, now they are condemning, and then that's why they have developed the bad feeling among themselves. Now what do you understand by rida? Rida means when you are at peace, when you have good mood, you have a good feeling, there is rida. What is ghadab? When you are angry, when you are upset, when you're not happy, when you're in bad mood, there is ghadab. And the Prophet ﷺ even said that you must have patience. When you are angry, you must know how to control your anger. Controlling your anger is not easy. It is difficult than a wrestler who overcomes their opponents. A strong person is not a person who is muscular and is a good wrestler, but a strong person, according to the hadith of the Prophet, is a person who can control his or her anger. Inshallah, brother and sister, we will see you after the short break.
Marriage or divorce?
What's Islamic ruling?
Nikah.
Solution or problem? Heaven or hell?
There is a misconception.
You choose. Beauty, wealth, family status, virtue. Decide what you want. Decide your choice. Be sad or be happy. It's your choice. Join Dr. Zakir Naik in Better Half or Bitter Half every Friday at 6:30 p.m. and repeat telecast at 9:30 a.m. UK on Peace TV.
Where truth is hidden, misleading quotations create confusion. Where truth is hidden, lack of knowledge and wisdom cause upheaval and commotion. Where truth is hidden, manipulated scriptures and twisted facts emerge. This very hidden truth creates false propaganda, mayhem, chaos, disorder, and turmoil in our lives and the world order. But is there anyone with courage and wisdom? What is the truth, and who has the courage to expose it? Because it's your right to know the truth. Right?
Watch Truth Prevail and Lies Perish in Truth Exposed by Dr. Zakir Naik every Sunday to Friday at 9 p.m. and repeat telecast at 7:30 a.m. UK on Peace TV. Jameel Rashid.
Living in the West. A very important topic that we're going to look into and expound upon. I have with me today Sheikh Haytham Al-Haddad.
The West, home to over 45 million Muslims.
Al-Islam as the supreme law, but that is not the situation here.
In analysis, their present status, challenges,
How to interact with your neighbor, how to be involved in a political dimension.
opportunities and future.
All our actions are governed by what Allah Jalla wa Ala and His Messenger said,
Haytham Al-Haddad.
which means that it is part of fiqh. Fiqh in brief is life. How to live is fiqh.
Join Sheikh Haytham Al-Haddad as he discusses critical issues Muslims face, like dealing with non-Muslims, the importance of identity, and conforming in a multicultural society in Living in the West. Next on Peace TV.
Alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters. Our Prophet ﷺ have said, "Innamal sabru indal satmatil ula." The true patience is when the first calamity strike you, when you are tested, when people come to you and they scold you or they attack you. And then you know how to control yourself. And that is what sabar means. When you can control yourself, that means you can control your anger. And that's why the Prophet was asked by a companion, when the companion came to him and said, "Oh Rasulullah, advise me with something that is important for me." So the Prophet looked at this guy. Of course, the Prophet ﷺ, when different people approach him for guidance, for advice, he will give them advice in a different form. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give the Prophet the wisdom. And if he know that this guy have this problem, he will arrest that issue first, then to use the same kind of advice to everybody. So this companion came to the Prophet and said, "Advise me, Ya Rasulullah, what is good for me?" And the Prophet, he have the knowledge about this companion, that he's very impatient. So he said to him, "Sabr." He said, "Be patient." And then by saying, "La taqdam," the Prophet just said, "La taqdam." And the companion asked the Prophet again. He was expecting more than that. But the Prophet just repeat, "La taqdam, la taqdam." Allahu Akbar. Simple. You see how when people seek advice from the Prophet don't go to lengthy advice. He don't have to give a lecture to him. He just look at the person, understand the person, and then he give a very simple guideline or a very simple advice. La taqdam. Don't be angry. Don't be angry. And sometimes he repeat so that the person really understand what the Prophet want him to do. When he said don't be angry, it's not said you cannot be angry at all. There are times anger also is part of a sunnah of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the sign of love towards Allah. You get angry for the sake of Allah. It's an act of ibadah. We know there's another hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that part of a sound iman, a person who have good iman, is a person who love for the sake of Allah and they hate for the sake of Allah. Man ahabba lillah wa abghada lillah. You have the right to be angry. You have the right to hate something that Allah hates. Of course, we have the right. But the normal situation, you should not respond with anger. Out of anger, all the word that you're going to say when you're angry, there's no more wisdom, there's no more blessing at all. Because it's nafs, nafsul ammara bisu'. That's why Allah said, nafsul ammara bisu' means the destructive desire, that you will end up with thing that is very bad. And you will regret sometimes if you're not careful, if you do not control your anger. So please, brother and sister, we know being human, we will be tested by Allah sometimes. Most of the time we can control ourselves. But when something really strikes us, it involves us, not involve other party, involve ourselves. Most of the time we are not ready to accept it because we thought that we are so good, we are so right, we are Mr. Right. Especially like husband and wife kind of communication. The husband always have this problem, ego. I'm the husband. Or the employer did that, I'm the boss, and the boss is always right. That kind of word, that kind of feeling is not right. It's not from Islam. The more humble you are, the more better you become a leader. And people will respect you for your leadership. They know that, no, my boss is a humble boss. My husband is a very humble husband. Of course, a good wife, when she look at her husband who's very humble, she'll be very pleased, very happy, and she will love to help the husband, not to overpower the husband. Don't underestimate the good character of a person. There are some people who, when they look at us that we are so good, so soft, they start to exploit the situation. They start to feel that now they can control us. And that's why in the family sometimes, when we are soft-spoken, when we are very patient, sometimes we do send some kind of wrong message across. Or sometimes the other party, our loving wives, started to feel that, no, I think I will take control now. And my husband is a weak person, weak personality. Now I'm going to be the queen. You can be the queen, no problem, but king is always there. But now, not only the queen, there's a word they say, queen control now. Now that is not good. You don't want to let the public gossip about your husband, to say that your husband is under your control. No. You want your husband to be in control, in charge, because this is what the Prophet wants the man to do. A husband to do, and the husband must take charge. It's very important. So all these are just sign that you must be fair, whether you are angry or whether you are in good mood. Make sure that justice, fairness is not being compromised. This is something that I like to remind all of us, because most of us fail the test of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be just when you are not in a good mood. And also when you have children, you must be fair to your children. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ did warn us about parents who are not fair to the children. And they are not fair in giving the right of the children, even in wasiyat. Of course, sometimes normal wasiyat do not apply for our king, means the waris. But some general wasiyat, we know that normal wasiyat is not allowed. The Prophet did say, La wasiyatu lil waris. There is no wasiyat of property to the inheritor, to the children. Wasiyat only apply for non-next of kin. But even you don't have that wasiyat, how about giving wasiyat in a form of advice, that one you can give? But you must make sure that you are fair, whether to your daughter or to your son. And sometimes there are people who love their son more, because normally we love boys more than we love girls. A lot of tradition. Normally when they have a baby boy, mashallah, they are so happy, they are so thankful to Allah. When they have a baby girl, no, they feel so sad. Of course, Allah give you a baby, you accept it, but you are not happy with it. No? You must be fair. Boy, girl, they're human. Both have their own strength and their own goodness. And look at the goodness of having baby girl, that the Prophet said, if you have 3 girls, and if they die before maturity, they will act like a shield to protect us from hellfire. And the companion asked the Prophet, how about if I only have 2 daughters, even 2? And if they have grown up and you are giving them the Islamic upbringing, the Islamic education, they become righteous daughter, they will act as a shield for you. And the Prophet talked about girls. So don't think that a girl is not important. Girls can be very, very beneficial for us if you know how to take good care of them, how to educate them to be a righteous daughter. Brothers and sisters, the third noble character is wal-qasdu fil-ghina wal-faqr. The Prophet ﷺ also warned all the Muslims to always be prepared for a good time, for bad time, for the raining days. There are times that, alhamdulillah, financially we are strong today, but how about after 2 years, after 5 years, after 10 years? We must always prepare, if possible, if you have the means to prepare, of course. To prepare, you must have the means to prepare. If you don't have anything, there's nothing to prepare. But at least spiritually and mentally you are prepared to face what kind of environment that is going to come to you. The situation is going to change. Sometimes financially you are strong. After a year, now there is some problem with your finance, and now you are suffering. You don't have the same kind of comfort like before. So are you ready to accept the changes? And this is something that we must prepare ourselves. And that's why the Prophet said, وَالْقَصْدُ فِي الْفَقْرِ وَفِي الْغِنَى وَالْفَقْرِ. That means we must always be in the middle. Try our best to be moderate. Modesty is very important. And moderation also is part of being modest. That means you're okay, alhamdulillah. When you have more, you don't have to show off. You don't have to be spendthrift, you know. You need to save. Keep some for you in case there are times that you need more, or there's some problem, then there's something for you. There's something for your family. This is important. Even going to Hajj is so important for us. But if you can bring the whole family, you must make sure there is something left behind for the family. That means they have enough money to survive, food to eat. When you are not with them for maybe 2 months, 1 month, or maybe just 2 or 3 weeks. This is just an example. We must prepare. The Muslim always has been taught by Islam to be prepared for the worst situation. And that's why moderation is very, very important for all of us. If you have that kind of awareness, this kind of character in you, inshallah, you save yourself and your family from a lot of problems. Because when good time, you know how to spend wisely. You don't buy unnecessary things that you don't really need, just for the sake of buying, just for the sake of having something. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us content with whatever we have for the sake of Allah Rabbul Alameen. Amin ya Rabbil Alameen. Wa billahi tawfiqi wa akhir da'wana walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
يا واسع العفو والغفران والكرم قد جئت مرتجفا من زلة القدم ذنبي عظيم ذنبي عظيم ذنبي عظيم وأرجو منك مغفرة يا ذا الجلال ويا ذا الجود والكرم دعوت
The value of money in the hereafter will be measured by its proper use in the present.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا أنفقوا مما رزقناكم من قبل أن يأتي يوم لا بيع فيه ولا خلة ولا شفاعة.
According to the glorious Quran, one of the best ways to use your money is to spend it in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by spreading His message of Islam. Peace TV is a non-profit Islamic satellite television channel that is primarily dedicated for just that cause, the proper presentation of Islam. It's a great choice to invest in it and a golden opportunity to purify your wealth in a way that pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Support Peace TV. Send your zakat and donations to IRFI Al Ryan Bank, 47 Calthorpe Road, Birmingham, UK. B151TH. Pound account number 011-32301. IBAN GB49ARAY 30008301 132301. Sort code 300083. Swift BIC code ARAY GB22. Please confirm your contribution at support@peacetv.tv.
Support Peace TV, the solution for humanity.